What's the deal, YouTube? What's the deal, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. So it's 1 o'clock, and I told everybody 1 o'clock today we would go live and we would talk about Miami Dolphins versus the New England Patriots. I also said that I would find out and dig up as much information as possible, and there's a lot of stuff coming out um, about the team. Of course, if you've been paying attention to my Twitter and to the Facebook groups, our safety Isa Abdul, I can't say the last name, was placed on injured reserve, which means he's going to miss the rest of the season. He will be out for the playoffs. Now there are some good news. There is all right. I'm sorry. I was signed into another account, and for some reason I got screwed up right there. I thought it was my Google Plus had went down, but anyway, um, as I was saying, we have lost our free safety for the rest of the season. He was placed on injured reserve. A good sign, as being reported from James Walker, a good sign for the Dolphins. Running back Jay Ajayi is practicing during the media portion today. He dinged his shoulder last week versus the Bills. So Jay Ajayi is practicing. Whatever the injury is not enough to keep him out of practice today. Two linebackers, Jelani Jenkins and Spencer Passenger, are not present for the media portion of the Dolphins practice. And of course, Ryan Tannehill is not expected to practice. Now, yes. Okay. All right. All right. So now we're going to go into. Thank you, baby. I'll get it in just a minute. Now I want to go into the stats. Of course, um, I want to talk stats as far as the two teams that we're getting ready to face. And I didn't take a look previously. I would go in and I would look at what's going on as far as the stats for New England. I know New England has a pretty stingy defense this year. So these are the. I got a lot on my screen right now. I got a lot going on. I got a pretty big day for myself tomorrow. But New England is fifth in points, which means they've given up the fifth least points in football. They're fifth in yards. They're fourth versus the pass and eighth versus the run. So this is a pretty good damn New England defense. And of course, on our end, our defense as of right now, we are 14th in points, 30th in total yards, 13th versus the pass, and 30th versus the run. Of course, last week helped nothing at all. Kicking it over to the offensive side of the ball for New England. Uh, doesn't want to bring up the stats for some reason. Wait a minute. Did I just give the. Wait a minute. I'm sorry. I gave the offensive stats for their defense. They are first in points, which means they allow the fewest points of any defense in the NFL. They're eighth in yards. They're 14th against the pass, and they're third versus the run. They allow less than 100 yards rushing per game. They're allowing 89.5 yards on the in the run game. So this is going to be a very, very tough game for us to win. Now, um, As far as the offenses are concerned, I already pretty much gave the offensive stats. They're fifth in points, fifth in yards, fourth in the pass, and eighth in the run game. LeGarrette Blount is having a pretty good damn season. Uh, I need to tweet this and Facebook this. All right, so um, my predictions. What do I think is going to happen in this football game? Do I see us taking out the New England Patriots? First of all, I don't want to see any more major injuries heading into this playoffs. The last thing we need is to continue to get dinged up, banged up, because let's be honest, on our defense, even our starters leave more to be desired at specific points, especially linebacker. You know what I mean? To get Kiko Alonso injured in this game would be disastrous. Now, would I rather play the Houston Texans than the Pittsburgh Steelers? Yes. Why? Because I feel like we can beat the Houston Texans. I think we can beat the Pittsburgh Steelers as well. I just think the Pittsburgh Steelers game is going to be tougher. I think we beat both of those teams. But yes, I can understand wanting to play the Houston Texans. Now, do I want to play the Houston Texans with Brandon Albert possibly hurt, with Devontae Parker possibly hurt, with Kiko Alonso possibly hurt? No. I was also looking for updates as far as Byron Maxwell is concerned, and I did not see any. The last time I checked, he was still banged up, nursing his injury. So I don't know if we're going to have Byron Maxwell back for this game, but we shall see. Let's see. Actually, Adam Beasley just tweeted 11 minutes ago. Byron Maxwell has left practice with a medical trainer. So that doesn't sound good. 17 minutes before he tweeted, Byron Maxwell is at practice and going through his stretching. And then 6 minutes later, he tweeted that he was leaving with his trainer. So he was leaving with a trainer. So that's definitely not good news concerning Byron Maxwell. I'm hoping the fact that he attempted to practice this week is a good thing. So I'm definitely hoping that we can actually get him back at least for the playoffs. I don't care. I don't care if he doesn't play versus the Patriots. Um, to me, it's not a big thing if he doesn't play versus the Patriots. I don't really care if he doesn't play against the Patriots. So, what are my predictions for this game? If I had it my way, um, I would say, honestly, in this game, I would say that we lose this game. I would say we lose this game and we fall to 10-6. Um, and part of the reason why we lose this game is because we sit people. We sit people. I know there are some predictions for us to move up to the fifth seed. Part of that predictions, part of those predictions is for Kansas City to lose to the damn to the Chargers, who couldn't beat the Browns. Gay said he's not resting no one. I don't like that. I think that's a bad damn move. You just lost your strong safety for the rest of your free safety for the rest of the season, and now you're gonna put Jay Ajayi out there banged up. I think it's a terrible move. I really do. I think it's an absolutely terrible move. So that's my thoughts, man. Into this playoffs, I want to go into this playoffs as healthy as possible. I think New England is still going to be playing its starters. I think there's still some home field advantage um, ramifications that go into this game. So um, Abdul Qudus out for the season. Yeah, Abdul Qudus is out for the season. So yeah, we lost our free safety. So man, I say we rest. I say the New England Patriots take this game 28-14 or something like that. Yes, there is. If Oakland wins and we lost, then it comes down to tiebreakers. I mean, any way it works right now, we're in the playoffs. Any way it works. So I don't know, man. I wouldn't want this decision if I was a freaking head coach. Like I wouldn't want the decision rather to start these guys and go for the fifth seed, or rest these guys and get them ready for the playoffs. But I mean, I think we take more of a risk playing our starters, playing our rookie cornerback who just got back a few weeks ago, playing Laramie Tunsil, who's been in and out of the lineup, playing Brandon Albert, who has been in and out of the lineup, playing Devontae Parker, who's been in and out of the lineup, playing Kiko Alonso, who has a history of injuries. I just don't think it's a smart move. I heard that Tannehill got cast off his leg and not day to day. Gay said he's not resting anyone. We could play two backups, or Big Ben and Brady, or we can play anybody with some of our best hurt. I think the Texans have Savage, and I think the other team is I don't know, man. It's tough. It's a tough proposition. And I mean, and let's be fucking realistic about this. This is a team in the Patriots that just put up 42 fucking points. Now, let me say this. If we do play our starters, do I believe we can win? I do. I believe we can win. And part of the reason why I believe we can win this game, even with us being dinged up and banged up, is because I believe we can score with them. I believe we can score with the Patriots. And I don't think we're going to wait till the fucking third quarter to try to score. I think we get right out of the gate and actually put points on the board. I can see it happening. I can see them having to deal with the receivers that we have, but it's a risk. It's a huge risk to put some of the fragile guys out there. Like, and I see people were saying, well, maybe just maybe, we could sit down Albert, Tunsil, maybe Ajayi. But what kind of risk do we put Matt Moore under if we do that? If we put Matt Moore out there without the best starters that we have, don't we risk him getting hurt as well? Do we really want to have TJ Yates out there quarterbacking for us in the playoffs? You see what I mean? So that's still a risk as well. We put up 34 points in our last 2 games. Not only that, in our last 2 games, we've been coming out of the gate pretty strong. So I know this offense can score. We can score with this offense that we have. Stills, Parker, Landry. We can get open. We can beat what they have. But is it worth it? Is it worth it to go into the playoffs without Brandon Albert? We seen how our line looked without Brandon Albert. God knows if we had Pouncey right now, we'd be in much better shape. Maybe we should go out until no more. I don't know. It's tough. It's tough. It's really tough to say, listen, we're going to go out there and we're going to play this Patriot team that is 13-2, has a very good defense and a very good offense. It's deciding if we step in to stop the bully or not. It's not that simple, though. Stepping in to stop the bully is one thing. Stepping in to stop the bully with guys who we need. If we're going to make a push for this thing, we need Albert. We need Tunsil. We need Kiko Alonso. We need Devontae Parker. A line without Tunsil and Brandon Albert, we going home. Or at least it's going to be more difficult. Do we want to put Jay Ajayi out there and let him run and take the chance of him hurting his shoulder even more? Or do we want to give him weeks to rest that shoulder? It's tough. Or maybe we put King in. But see, even then, do we want to put King and Drake out there in this game? Mathematically, you can say it's only a 53 roster, but key guys need to rest. Oh, absolutely. We shall see. I don't think New England's going to rest anybody. New England wants to play in Foxborough. They do not. New England does not want to travel to Oakland. They don't. If you notice, we play New England every year. We beat New England's ass here in Miami. Well, at home in Miami. We do. So they don't want to play teams on. They trust me. They would much rather play in Foxborough than to travel to Oakland. Now, I'm not saying that they can't win it there. I'm just saying that they don't want to travel there. They would rather be at home throughout the playoffs. So they're gonna play. I don't see them resting starters unless they get way up, and that would be like what they would really like to do is get up and then take Brady and the rest of the starters, sit them down, and then bring in Garoppolo, and they would love to be able to do that in this game. Cameron Wake is another one. Do we really want to play Cam Wake in this game? It's tough, man. It's a very, very freaking tough situation. And I'm glad I don't have to make that damn decision. I'm glad I could sit here and talk and speculate about it. But in the end of the day, it's an Adam Gase decision. I'm so glad it's not mine. Because I'll be freaking out right now, trying to figure out which way do I want to go with this. I'm starting Matt Moore. I'm sorry. I'm starting Matt Moore. I'm not putting him in there in a big game. Not coming back off an injury, but just a big game period. I'm not doing it. I'll go with Matt Moore. How far you see us going in the playoffs? Everybody say we're around one exit. I honestly believe right now that we can make it to the AFC Championship game. I believe that. No matter which route we have to take. I could see us going to the AFC Championship game. If the AFC Championship game is the New England Patriots, it's going to be a dogfight. It will be a real dogfight. That might come down to the last possession. But I can see it. I can definitely see it. I can see us going to a dogfight versus the Patriots in the AFC Championship game. As far as a first round exit is concerned, I really honestly think if we're gonna make a first round exit, the first round exit will be due to us losing players. That's what I think. Like if we have to go out there first round and it doesn't include Ajayi, Tunsil, Maxwell, Kiko Alonso, that's when I think we get into danger with bowing out in the first round. I honestly feel that way. Anyway, folks, I got to get ready to get packed up to get the hell out of here. Get on the road for work today. I will talk to you guys after the game, hopefully. Let me know how you feel. Make sure that you follow me on Twitter. The Twitter handle, as usual, the Twitter handle, as usual, is at KASUWELL. Once again, my wife is trying to tickle me while I'm trying to make this video, man. It's at Casual at KASUWELL. That is the Twitter handle. And I will talk to you guys next time. Peace.